First of all, we believe companies deserve the best supplier relations at the lowest cost. But what we've learned over the past 22 years in delivering over 18,000 projects is that companies don't realise how much they're overpaying many of their key suppliers.
We consistently find an additional 10 to 30% in savings across major expense categories, and that usually represents a significant boost in cash flow for our clients.
So what we do is we help companies recover that cash flow from their supplier base and help them put that cash back to work in their business.
The most interesting aspect of what we do is that we deliver additional cash flow to companies and we effectively do it at no cost to them. That's because our work is really self-funded. We find ways to lower costs, recover cash above and beyond what the companies can do on their own, and what we recover is always more than the cost of our services.
In the end, we just want our clients to feel confident that they are not leaving money on the table. Because if they are, we show them where it is, how much it is, and we go get it for them.
What clients don't realize is that there is a fundamental limitation to what can be done internally. Now, we found that creating optimal supplier relations requires you to have an intimate understanding of each of those suppliers' industries. Kind of insider knowledge, if you like, about each of those industries.
Companies certainly understand their own industries very well, but it's impractical, if not impossible, for them to have the same level of understanding in the 30 or 40 other industries that suppliers represent, because it's not their business to know that. However, it's our business to have that knowledge. That's why we have hundreds of experts that specialise in a specific supplier industry.
They have that insider information that allows them to create the lowest cost relationship that we talk about, and they can do it without compromise to quality and service. Also, as a firm, this is all we do. This is not a side business for us, and it never has been.
Many of our clients are global companies, and many of their key suppliers are global as well. ERA has offices in over 30 countries, and we see how suppliers operate and behave from that global perspective. Our real-time knowledge of what a supplier is doing in another part of the country or in another part of the world offers us great leverage to bring to our clients.
We talked about how we help companies create the best supplier relationships at the lowest cost. But keep in mind, lowest cost doesn't always mean lowest price.
Of course, the price the company pays the suppliers is a big component of the cost, but in addition to lowering price, we usually find significant efficiencies in how they can work with specific suppliers to lower the overall cost of doing business with them. That's another way we help contribute cash flow back into our client's business, and usually those changes are pretty good for the supplier as well.
We are flexible in the way we work with companies because we find every client's situation is different, and we design a working relationship that's best for the client.
For example, most company executives and their staffs are so busy they feel they can't afford the time or resources to take on any other projects. So they want us to do all the work, including managing the entire program, and we're happy to do that.
Although we find significant cash the vast majority of the time, there are times that we don't. Before we formally engage with a client, we use our knowledge base to see how they compare to other similar companies in their expense management efforts. And we can quickly help companies conclude whether or not it makes sense to use our services.